try to just drink
Okay, team
water.
captains, please come.
Okay, water is take materials. The first time I'm going to present.
5 elements of
How to
earth.
make the-
Okay.
Team
So
captains.
able to explain the team.
Stand here, stand here, stand here.
Or else
Hold on, Harish.
I'm going to explain about how to make fire.
So, first round presentation of Voyage of the hostages to be very exact, and they have taken 25 minutes for the preparation, and now we are going for the toss to decide which team is going to make the first presentation. Head and tail. Who's calling?
Amma can call.
Okay, sir.
Anna can call. Okay, Anna call.
Heads. So heads.
Heads is the toss.
Sir, best of three, sir.
Shivan தான் இது ஆரம்பிச்சு வச்சது இங்க ரைட் go
Tens.
huh
Tens.
heads okay so you can decide
So
whether
they can present
So
first.
they can
present first.
Yes, sir.
10 minutes is the maximum time duration for your presentation. 10 minutes, not more than 10. அப்போ 20 நிமிஷம் முடிஞ்சதுன்னா இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரவுண்டோட அசோசியேட்டிவ் ஃபிசிக்கல் டாஸ்க் அப்படிங்கிறது. இப்போ நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணுறீங்க, டென்னிஸ் மேட்ச் பார்க்குற மாதிரி உட்காடுறீங்க. சஞ்சய் ரேஹன், விஸ்வா, எவ்ரிபடி bring your chairs and opposite இப்படி கொண்டு வாங்க. அப்படி பார்க்குற மாதிரி அப்போ தான் கேமராவில் கவர் ஆவீங்க. மித்ரா யுவர் டீம் ஆல்சோ இப்படி வந்துருக்கு இப்படி வந்துருக்கு. சும்மா ஓரளவுக்கு தெரிஞ்ச போதும். கம் யா கம். So team Mitra is going to make the first presentation, and the first presentation Dhanvant is going to start. 10 minutes time. Mitra, come. You can
Shivan.
you can set the time clock.
That our teammate Mitra Ka Mitra explaining about the
Remain.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one, start.
Good evening, one and all person here. Today our team is going to explain how we are escaping from the forest. Our trainer give the materials, 2 smartphone and 20 kg of wood and water items and tent materials. Today, first essential thing to survive. First essential to survive in the forest is fire. With fire, how to make, I would say. First, we have 20 kg of wood and dry leaves. With that 2 medium-sized stone, we are colliding each other. We get sparkle. The sparkle we can make fire. So we got first important thing fire. First important thing fire. Next Mitra can explain.
Explain again. I mean, how do you emit fire?
Sir, we have wood, sir,
Okay.
and we have dry leaves in the forest, sir, and 2 medium-sized stones. So we call in, we get sparkle, no, sir.
Right.
With sparkle, we can make fire, sir.
Good start. Good start. Very good.
Next Mitra can explain.
So good evening, honorable present here. Thank you, Dhanvant, for presenting about the first rescue plan of fire. So as
Start the time.
sir,
Did you start the time?
yes sir, 8 minutes 30 seconds left, sir. So as Dhanvant presented, fire is very essential, especially for surviving in the forest, because it's going to be very tedious to survive in the forest. So as he said, we are going to take 2 medium-sized stones and as well as like spread some dry leaves on the ground, so that when we strike both the stones together, we might get a spark of fire, which could be useful because we don't have huge logs for campfire. Although we have this 20 kgs of wooden logs, we have it for another use. So I think this small amount of spark is more than enough for surviving. The first thing is fire. The second thing is, as sir gave us the condition that there are going to be lots of animals wandering here and there, so there is a high probability of us getting affected by those animals. So we have to set a trap. Although we have just 2 hours for preparing the boat and crossing that 7.5 kilometer of river, we have to set a trap so that it would be helpful for us in the future during the rescue time. So we are going to set up a trap, and as we have this 20 kgs of wooden logs, we will be needing around some amount of that wooden logs for setting up a boat.
Sorry for the interruption. Do you have the plan of getting connected with them?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
So a small amount, like 50 to 60% of the wooden logs is essential for making up the boat, which will be explained by Shivan. The remaining part we are going to use it up to tie to make a trap using the trees, sir. So when we use up the trees and
What's the basic need of a trap for the animals?
yes, sir, for the animals, sir, to hunt down an animal so that it might benefit us in the future, sir, both for the food purpose as well as for our safety purpose, sir, because when we are crossing the...
Which animal you need for food?
Sir, it's all...
I see, okay.
Like there are many animals, sir, to set up a trap.
No, are you capable enough and are you sufficient enough to set up a trap for a carnivore animal?
Sir, just an idea, sir, like not alone for carnivorous animals, there would be many animals there, sir. So if we hunt down any animals, sir, for safety purpose, when we are crossing a river, there is another danger that crocodiles might come and attack, sir.
Okay.
So maybe like even a small deer or something which would be available there is hunted down, we could use that to like defend ourselves, sir. If we carry it on, if it's a small animal, we can carry it on the
You
boat.
can distract them also.
Yes, sir.
Like when man-eater is coming, you can throw the prey.
Yes,
and
sir.
You can distract and run.
Yes, sir.
Good idea.
And along with the trap, you will also be setting fire, sir. The fire is the biggest like enemy for the animals.
So what Dhanvant mentioned is the only source of emitting fire, or do you have any other idea?
So this is the main source of emitting fire, sir. And we have another use of, another way of using that fire, sir. So we'll be setting up a trap using the wooden logs as well as like few materials that are available for the tent. So like the tarpaulin material, we'll be using around the quarter piece of the tarpaulin to tie up the wooden log with the tree's branches, sir. So that if we set this trap, I think we would be very much safeguarded from getting attacked by the animals, sir.
Well done.
So this is our second rescue plan, and the third rescue plan will be given by...
So far so good by Dhanvant and Mitra. Very well done.
Good evening to everyone. I am going to tell about the shelter. A human needs shelter to survive. For that we are going to use the tent material which are provided. In that we are going to use the material which for tent is going to be the head of it, and to tie it we will be using the banyan trees roots, and we will be tying it. If we make a tent, or if we make tent, we can protect ourselves from the animals which is coming to attack us in night times. After that we can communicate with the opposite team. Thank you.
That's good. Good job. Mitra, how much time left?
Sir, 4 minutes 30 seconds, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, Shivan.
Shivan, come on. Watch out.
So I am going to talk about
Good evening, everybody.
good evening everybody. So I am going to talk about how to make the boat. So materials required are some logs and some cloth, sir. So we have to take the logs and we have to arrange it in a vertical way, and we have to tie everything up with the both sides with two pieces of cloth.
Okay.
Wine.
Wine, and we have to roll it up.
Explain to Vishwa, Harish, Nitin and Sanjay what's a wine.
A vine means a rope which is present in the forest.
Big tree.
Like the branches of, like an example is banyan tree. The branches of the banyan tree would be a little dense enough to tie up the strong woods.
Viludugal of the wine. Yeah.
So
That idea was given by Dhanvant. Good job. Appreciate that. ஏன்னா அவங்க அப்பா காடு அந்த மாதிரி இதில் எல்லாம் விவசாயம் அப்படிங்கிறதுல அவங்களுக்கு எக்ஸ்பர்ட்டாக இருக்கணும்னா அந்த ஐடியா அவனுக்கு வந்துருக்கு. That's the truth. Yeah. Go ahead.
So with the vine they can tie it up. So Dhanvantana explained that it would make fire. So with the fire we are going to cut
The logs into two halves.
no sir, we are going to cut row. We are going to shape.
You will steam the wood on the fire so that it comes into a shape.
Yes sir.
Okay.
So we can steam it so it comes into a shape, so we can easily row and go to the north.
Fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Very nice idea. Good job. Good job. So main part of the things have been covered. Good job, Shiva. I appreciate for that. Thank you so long.
Thank you.
Okay. How much time left, Mitra?
Sir, 2 minutes 10 seconds.
Sufficient for you?
So I can take a 1 minute exercise.
1 minute extra. Okay. அப்போ உங்களுக்கு 11 minutes கிடைக்கும். Okay. Right. Yes, sir.
So good evening one all, and we have a primary source, that fire. I'm going to explain about how I get notification from. I will be notifying you. We are here in the forest. That it's a primary source from the fire. That we have in the forest dry leaves, and we have a wooden log. With that, I will be making it as a fire, big massive fire, and will be notifying you. And with the precautions, the guide has been mentioned. Both of our troop has mentioned that when we are misdirected, first we will be in either team. We should be turning any notification on either side that makes sure that we are in this side. So that time, where are the either team have a mobile network that can be turn on, so that the team can be communicate both sides, so they can come there. So this is our plan, and we have a backup that for shelter. It was when we cannot make any fire to notify you, that can be a backup for the shelter, that we can stay in this ground for eating, for our food. It can be a trap for being when animal is trapped, we can heat, and we can eat. And we have water, and we have a trees, so we can get a fruits from that. And boat is about when crocodile we are in the near the lake, so the crocodiles and the animals are there. With that, we have a fire that we can be frighten the animals, and they go away. So with that, we can be with the help of fire, we can escape from the animals. With the boat, as Shivan mentioned, we can go to across the lake with the help of boat. And when the crocodiles, although we are traveling to the boat, the crocodiles are coming. As Mitra mentioned, the flesh can be thrown away, so the smell of the blood, the crocodile will be distracted to the other side, will be gone, and we can meet together, and we can go to the city. This was our plan.
Fabulous planning. Very well.
This is something completely Haryana's, I guess.
Good job. Very nice thinking. Right. How much time?
Sir, 25 past.
10:25. 10 minutes.
yes, sir,
10
yes,
minutes
yes,
and
sir.
20. So guys, you have 10 minutes and 20.
Sir,
minutes.
now conclusion.
Conclusion. Okay, fine.
Anna, would you like to add any other points now?
You can add a little bit more in terms of communicating to your friends who are bifurcated 20 kilometers away. You have given the idea, but வேற ஏதாவது சோர்ஸ் யோசிச்சு வச்சிருக்கீங்களா இவங்களை கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ணி கான்டாக்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு இல்லையா?
So after Mitra concluding, I can be add some points.
Yeah. Give the conclusion. இவங்க எவ்வளோ டைம் எடுக்கிறாங்களோ அந்த டைம் நீங்கள் எடுத்துக்கலாம்.
So thank you so much for listening to our presentation. So our presentation's entire concept was adopted on like the 5 elements of this universe. So we would like to.
What are the 5 elements of the earth?
Sorry. I will associate each and everything,
Oh,
sir.
okay.
So the first thing is fire, which has been mentioned by Dhanvant about how we are going to strike the fire. The second thing is going to be water.
பஞ்சபூதங்கள் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அப்போ தான் அந்த பூதத்துக்கு புரியும்.
Panjabhutangal. The second is water.
எவ்வளோ ஸ்மார்ட்டான பூதமாக இருக்கும்.
Yes, sir.
Shai shirt, speed world champion. Nice.
The second thing is water. So Shivan has explained about we are going to use a boat, how we are going to build a boat and use it to row across that 7.5 kilometer of distance of the river. The third one is going to be the sky, and which was explained by Haryana, like that communication, that signal transmitting and all those. The fourth one is going to be land, which was explained by Kavin about that setting up a tent. And the fifth one is going to be air, which I mentioned because tying up a trap in the tree would be like in the air, right, sir?
In the air, okay.
So we have adopted this entire concept from the basic thing like the 5 elements of this earth. So that is how we arrived with this presentation.
What are the 5 elements? Sky, water,
Land,
fire,
sir.
land,
Fire,
fire,
sir.
air.
Air, sir.
Whose idea is this? Associating with you. Nice idea.
Thank
Very
you,
nice. It's very philosophical and also to the point. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. So thank you so much for listening to our presentation. Now Haryana will conclude with his points for communication.
One last point for the communication, that we have a tent material that it's like a thin, like a kite. We can fly over the air, so we can write any in the fire it's a rubber like material. When we are having a fire and we wrote in that, the smoke will be appeared as a black color, so it can be shown to them, and we can, like a kite, we can throw in the air.
Especially when it is red in color, that black and red
It
contrast.
attracts people's attention.
Yes.
Stop the timer, please. What's the time?
Sir, 3 minutes 3 past, sir. So 13 minutes 3 seconds, sir.
30 minutes and 3 seconds. So உங்களுக்கு maximum இருக்கு. அது ஃபுல்லா நீங்க எடுத்தே ஆகணும்ங்கற அவசியம் இல்ல. You just explain about it. Good job. So now you can take your seats there.
Well done, team. Super.
Well done, Mitra. Well done.
Thank you.
Good job, Hariharan, Mitra, Shivan, Kavinraj and Dhananjay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mitra, set up the time for them.
Yes, sir.
All the best, sir. Thank you.
All the best,
All
team.
the best.
Sanjay Rehan is joining the class after 3.5 years and
Sir, 10 minutes ko ekita 13 minutes ko ekita, sir.
10 minutes will wait.
Okay.
இப்பதான் பிளான் பண்றீங்களாடா? வாட்டர் பத்தி பேசு, டாக்டர் பத்தி பேசுன்ட்டு. டேய் நிதின், நீ எதை பத்தி பேச போற?
சார் நான் ஃபுட்டை பற்றி
ஃபுட்டை பத்தி பேசு. ரைட், ஓகே.
என்னங்க சார் பண்றீங்க?
இல்ல பிபிசி கூட கனெக்ட் ஆயிருக்கு. நீ பேசுறது உலகம் ஃபுல்லா பாக்குது. ரெடியா? ஹரிஷ்வரா? எஸ் சார். Can you start? Sanjay ready?
Sir? Yes, sir.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, warm greetings to all. Now what I'm going to say is, just you all can imagine. Just
Okay, no
we
laughing,
are
no laughing. He's making Mambita stop and reset button. Okay, so the kid has joined after a long time and this is his on a first base சொல்றது அவனுடைய presentation skills manage பண்றதுக்கு. So see his listen பண்ணலாம். Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah.
warm greetings to all. Now whatever I'm going to say, that you all want to just imagine as we are we 5 members are in a jungle. On the other side our friends are there, in between a lake. How we are going to meet them? That's a major topic we are going to say. Even before I didn't go to forest for any jungle or for hunting. It is illegal also. So first I want to first time seeing the jungle. It's very dark. Many animal sounds also hearing. Now what the sound is hearing, that 10% extra you must hear, and many wolf sound, and many bats I'm seeing. How the sound is very, I'm very afraid. And I want to say, by our cooperation with the team and with our coordination, because in jungle one step we miss, the entire team will be lost, because in jungle we can't predict anything. So what are all we going to do? We are going to, I am saying imagination, so you all can imagine what all we are saying, and I said about me, and others will say about the rest of the things. Thank you.
Fantastic. Very nice start. Good job. So stop the timer. There's a transformer blast in Pollachi, so the current has been cut off. So shall we transfer inside, because the light is not going to be here? Everybody continue. Okay, right.
எவ்வளவு நேரம் சார் ஆகும்? 3 மணி நேரமா சார்?
பொள்ளாச்சியில் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர் வெடிச்சிருக்கு. ஸோ அங்கே மெயின்லேயே போயிருக்கு. அதனால் சீக்கிரம் வருமாங்கிறது தெரியல. சரி.
Morning itself it was flickering, sir.
Flickering.
Yes, like
இல்லைப்பா, ஜங்ஷன் பாக்ஸ்லாம் செட் பண்ணி டைம் ஆகும். Who's next? Sarush. Okay.
Thank you.
Well done, Sanjay.
Nice presentation.
3, 2, 1, resume.
Good evening, everyone. Now we are in the forest in northern side. We have to cross a 7.5 kilometer lake, and we have to go to a city. We having things, 2 digital tower ranging covering device, and ropes and food items, and things that used to fire, and having things used to making a tent. Now we are going to get more leaves and making a huge fire, and we are giving signal to the team, and we are giving signal, and with that signal they can reach us, and we both team, and we are going to cross the river with their things, and using their things and us things.
Fantastic. Very nice, Vishwa. Well done.
Thank you.
Nitin is the next presenter. So Sanjay Rehan gave introduction about the entire scenario. Vishwa gave the introduction about the available resources. Now what Nitin is going to say. Let's watch. Yes.
Good evening, honorable present here. I am going to speak about food. Food is important for us for doing more activities such as walking, running, and doing more activities. And first of all, we having rope. We will use the ropes, and we will climb to the trees, and we will survive from the animals, and we will eat food.
That's it. Okay. Right. So introduction about food was given by Nitin. Okay. Yes, sir. Good job, Nitin. Time is running.
So, good evening to all present here. So, I am going to speak about how to make the fire in the forest. So, I am going to take a log. I am going to break the branch from a tree, and I am going to take a herb, and I am going to squeeze it, and I am going to take the essence, and I am going to pour it on the log.
No, it's going to be that fluid is the burning energy.
Yes, sir.
Right.
So we have lighters and matchboxes. So we can take the lighter, and we can light it for some time, and it will quickly burn. So then it will quickly burn, and we can see everything. If some animals come to attack us, we can take the fire, and we can chase them away from us, sir.
Good plan. Good plan. Nice rescue
Thank you,
plan
sir.
and surviving plan. Very
Thank
well
you, sir.
Well done, Shivan.
Good
Thank
job.
you, Ka.
Harishwara. So the leader is backing up the teammates with his own ideas. Let's watch. Yes.
Yes, sir. Good evening to honorable present here.
Good.
First of all, we are going to, as we have ropes, we are separating our team to different directions, and we can collect many woods as we can, because in ropes we can tie up and bring many woods to a point, sir. So we already get some training. We know when to unite in that point. So after collecting woods, we are coming. And we are burning, because of matchsticks and lighters we are burning that wood, sir. And I have dry leaves and some, as even mentioned, some herbs and shrubs. We want to make a huge fire to indicate them that we are here belonging. So first of all, we want to make fire, sir. After that, we have some foods. After our consuming foods, we are with the help of ropes, we are climbing trees, sir.
Yeah, okay. And parallelly, your opposite team members are also trying to reach you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Come again. What was the last part that you mentioned? You said climbing.
Yes, sir. Climbing trees with help of ropes, sir. Because our teammates are, some of them are weak to climb trees. As we can get the help from ropes, sir, to climb. As we are climbing and sitting upon trees, sir, we can complete our mission is to burning a fire as much as we can, sir, to indicate them that we are here, sir. After that, we have 2 tower connecting devices, and we are going to monitor it by watching them. We can as we can get signal or not, sir. If we find them, we have ropes and wood, sir. Next day after the light comes, we can tie the woods with the ropes, and we can make a boat, sir.
Fantastic.
Excuse me, sir. Can I use the
Okay. Go inform and then use.
Sir, after the light comes, we are on a mission to get unite with them, sir. That's our plans.
Fantastic. Borrow somebody's slippers. Maybe you can take Nitin's slippers. Nitin, can you give him? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Next, Vishwa can use ideas, sir.
Fantastic. Very nice collection of ideas, Harishwara.
Sir, after getting united with them, we are using the tower ranging device to get signal from the city peoples, and with the use of their phones, we can make a call.
City is 100 kilometers away.
Sir, the forest.
Near range forest.
Yes, sir. Near range forest. We are making call to them for after we are.
After you are connecting with those friends.
Yes, sir. Sir, after we have crossed means we have some securities, because if there animals have come means for security for us, for us we are calling them, and after we calling we are using their woods and our ropes to make a boat, and we are crossing there, sir. Until the forest officers coming, we are burning some woods and making a camp, sir, with their tent making resources. Yes.
Fantastic. Very good.
Thank
The question for the whole team. Sanjay Rehan during his introduction mentioned about the fear that the people are experiencing because of the the hallucinating sounds of the animals and noise of the forest. He said psychologically everybody is affected because of the fear. So a person who is psychologically affected by the fear will have very big danger in terms of survival. So you have any solutions for that? The psychological fear that he mentioned. In fact, that's very practical in reality. How do you think a person's fear can be controlled during all this rescue operation? Yes.
Sir, as you mentioned the therapy, sir, we should not be we should be imagining that we are not in the fear. We are a strong person. We should be we can do anything in the forest. That self motivation should be done by that, sir. And second one, we should be breathing exercise, sir. That will be calming our mind, and we can freshly do any activities in the forest.
Discussing
Fantastic.
what
Very
burst can happen next.
They need self-confidence.
Getting the self-confidence that we have to speak within ourselves and gain. Good point. We will speak about the bonus about the 3. Yeah. Anything else, Vishwa?
Sir, we have
Breathing,
to
state management,
Three picture technique.
3 picture technique, gaining the self-confidence, and what worst will happen metaphor.
sir, we have to stay calm in that situation and think, sir.
Yes, sir. That's again meditation.
Yes, sir.
During the summer class, we had a meditation
In the activities.
under that.
Yes,
Okay. Yeah. How much time left?
Sir,
Actual time?
34 seconds left, sir.
10 minutes to 34 seconds left.
So, sir, okay, sir. But if one has that psychological fear, sir, our teammates will advise him, and we are convincing him to come out from that fear, sir. But we make him believe that we all are here unitedly. So no, if problems come, we can
Sort out.
yes, sir, we can overcome that with our unity. So please be calm, and we can convince him that, sir.
Right. Fantastic. Very
Sir,
well done.
and also after we had after the light comes, we start to move. Forest officer, already knows that we something wrong is happening, that, sir. So we can with some help of sharp stones, we can put arrow mark in the trees, so that where we are in the to find the way we are going, sir.
That's it.
So it also be an indicator for them too.
Fantastic. Very well done, Harish.
So conclusion will be given by
Sanjay Rehan.
Sanjay Rehan.
Yeah.
As we are all reached and we are in the safe zone, but the one thing we can't forget in our lifetime is this one event, how we are survived in the forest. First of all,
When did you reach the safe zone?
sir,
When did you reach the safe zone?
no sir, I'm going to say sir.
இப்பதான் ரெண்டு பேரும் ஒண்ணா வந்திருக்கீங்க. ஓ, future.
Yes, future.
Yeah.
In future continuous tense, sir.
I think, sir.
I think. Okay.
So first about fear, I have started. First, basically, I want to think that by my fear, my fear will attack my teammates. Teammates, more than that, we are in a particular zone. We want to defend ourselves, and we want to communicate with them. But more than us, they are in that critical situation. They want to cross the lake. More than that, we are all in a tribal zone, like jungle. We are not. I'm not a Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls, he in Man vs Wild. But he only knows his trouble, his fear. But for entertaining us, he is doing his job. It's in a
Putting his life into risk.
yes, sir. He's in a trouble. We are sitting here and watching that. Just we can't imagine that. But he only knows his trouble, what all his pain. But he will not say it out. With a smile, always in a smile reaction, he will be there. We can't be that like. At least we we should not show our fear in the face. But at last we are all joints.
Very nice. Stop the timer, please.
Was it 12:26?
Yeah, both of them take. Okay, thank you. Come on.
Well done, team.
Very well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ka.
Come this way.
I don't cover it.
மறந்துட்டீங்க.
Yes, sir.
அதான் நீங்க நோட்டிஃபை பண்ணுங்க.
எஸ் அது நீங்கள் மறந்துட்டீங்க.
ஆன் ஸ்பாட்ல வேற பிளான் போட்டு சொல்லிட்டு
பரவாயில்ல. உட்காருங்க. We will notify the scores. அதுக்கப்புறம் we'll go for the task. First performance score. I mean
here.
Performance score. We will start with team Harishwara. Performance score is out of 100. Harishwara's team get 85. Yeah. Performance score for team Mitra is 90.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Volume of points were a little more in team Mitra. Now, individual scores for team Harishwara. Each one for 100. Harishwara 75. Vishwa 70. Sanjay Rehan 75. Nitin 65.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Nitin bonus for being very active during the team talk. He was giving a lot of ideas. So 25. Vishwas bonus, very active and improved in English speaking skill. 25.
Thank you.
Yeah. Harishwara's comfortable and warm leadership and giving very good inputs to everybody. 25.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Sanjay Rehan immediately capitalizing, although he was in the long absence span because of his exams, and he adapted really well, and his presentation was very interactive, and he included example. So the risk taken by the Discovery Channel celebrity, he mentioned that example was really good. So 30 marks for Sanjay Rehan.
Thank you.
Bonus, yeah. Shivan was very active in both the teams. He made sure that he was equally balancing the teams, and he gave the idea and presented well. 25 for Shivan also. Yeah. This is the for this team. For this team. உங்களுக்கு தனியா வரும். So this is the total mark you have won. இது வரைக்கும் 28 நிமிஷத்துல நீங்க earn பண்ண marks இதுதான். Now let's come to Harishwara. Performance, individual score, bonus எல்லாத்தையும் ஆட் பண்ணி ஒரு டோட்டல் சொல்லுங்க. Mitra's team performance score has been given, right? 90. Okay. Mitra's active, okay, the default mark given for Mitra is 80. The default with the presentation and the flawless English without any grammatical errors, that's really good. The default mark for Hariharan is 75. So his ideas and his presentation and the time management, 75 he gets. And for Dhanvant it is 60. He has improved. He was we'll come to the bonus a little later. Actual performance scores for Kavinraj it's 60. Yeah. And Shivanuக்கு வந்து போன தடவை பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் மார்க்கும் சேர்த்து கொடுத்தனா போனஸ் பண்ணி தான் கொடுத்தேன் இல்லையா அப்போ பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் மார்க் அவனுக்கு எழுது 65.
Okay.
So Shivan's score is 65. So performance mark உங்கள் எல்லாத்துக்கும் கொடுத்துட்டேன். மித்ரா, கவின், ஹரி, சிவன் அண்ட் தன்வந்த் அப்படி தானே 65. Now bonus. First bonus is for Dhanvant for bringing up that wine idea. That was his contribution. So 25. And his adoption. Second bonus is for Mitra for bringing that the 5 elements of earth and mingling it up. That was a very creative idea. And her active involvement as a leader. So 30 marks.
130.
Yeah. Next bonus is for Shivan, parallelly contributing towards both the teams, and he has been active in explaining things also. 30 marks for Shivan in this team. And the next bonus is for Kavin Raj for speaking without any sort of hiccups while he was speaking. He spoke only for about 49 seconds, but he spoke very, very comfortably. So 25.
Thank you.
Yeah. And the next bonus mark is for Hariharan, 30 marks for.
Most of the ideas was his.
Yeah, so that's why 30 marks for Hariharan, and also for his active participation. 10 marks each for Hariharan, Mitra, and Dhanvant for answering the question that was meant for the opposite team. When I asked about Sanjay Rehan's fear management, you gave an idea, he gave 2 therapies, and Dhanvant gave. அது மூணுக்கு சேர்த்து 30 மார்க்ஸ். கவினுக்கு இல்லை, கவின் ஒன்றும் சொல்லையே. நீ வந்து ப்ரீத்திங் எக்ஸசைஸ் பற்றி சொன்ன, அதுக்கு உனக்கு 10 மார்க்கு. இவன் வந்துட்டு செல்ஃப் கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் ரைஸ் பண்ண சொன்ன, அதுக்கு 10 மார்க்கு. வாட் எவர் worst happens, அது 10 மார்க். Can I also?
tell one therapy?
Now, for the sake of bonus.
No, sir. For him, sir.
சொல்.
Written manifestation.
Are you doing that regularly?
Yes, sir.
You have to write. அம்மா சொன்னாங்களா, we spoke. அதாவது நீ எழுதணும். ஒரு 2-3 லெட்டர் எழுதும்போது வந்துட்டு அந்த மைண்டில் சப்கான்ஷியஸாக இருக்கும். ரிட்டன் மேனிஃபெஸ்டேஷன்.
Sir, I am writing the main point in that journal, and I am writing it continuously in my
Fantastic.
sessions.
Fantastic. So 10 marks for Shivan again. All right, that's it.
Thank you, sir.
What's your total?
So 565.
565. Make it 570.
Okay, sir.
இது எடுங்க, நான் இங்க போடுறேன்.
சொல்லு நீ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 1 மார்க் சொல்லு.
என்ன சார் கேப்டன்? ஓ 90,
90 அப்புறம்
80,
80, 170.
75 sir.
80, okay. 170, 245.
Then 60 sir.
245, 305.
60 sir.
365.
65 sir.
365, 435.
25 sir.
25, 435 plus 25 is 460.
30 sir.
30, 460, 490.
30 sir.
520.
25 sir.
25, 520, 545.
30 sir.
30, 575.
40 sir.
575, then 40,
615.
615.
615.
615. 615. Okay. அவ்வளோதான்டா, சொல்லியாச்சு. ஹரியரா விடு 615. Make it 620. Now, விட்டுரு 520 இல்லை, 3 பேர் இங்கே மைண்ட் கால்குலேஷன் போட்டோம்டா. நீ சிலது எழுதாம விட்டுருப்ப. வேண்டானா கேட்குறானாப்பா, ஃபோன் உள்ள விட. ஓகே, 620 and 570. Okay, right. Now, there's going to be a physical task. இங்கே லைட்டிங் பத்தல, அதனால் உள்ளே போய்க்கலாம். And let me explain the physical task. And it's pretty simple. Mitra has a round ring. Okay? அந்த round ring அப்படிங்கிறத நான் பிடிச்சிக்குவேன். Alright? Harishwara will have a ball. And the Harishwara's team member can be standing behind me. Okay? Each members will be given 5 chances. This is for concentration and retention. இதுதான் உங்களோட இப்போ நீங்கள் சொன்ன ஆக்ஷன்ஸ் எல்லாத்தையும் நீங்கள் பண்ணுறீங்க அப்படிங்கிறதோடைய சிமுலேஷன் ஆக்டிவிட்டி. யூ கெட் இட், யூ கெட் த லாஜிக் பிஹைண்ட் இட். ஸோ இந்த சிமுலேஷன் ஆக்டிவிட்டி நீங்கள் பண்ணலைன்னா நீங்கள் பண்ண பிளான்ஸ் எல்லாத்துலேயுமே யூ ஹேவ் ஃபெயில்டு அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். ஓகே, ஸோ 5 throws and the ring and the stumper ball, not the soft ball, the stumper ball. நீங்கள் ஒரு ரேஞ்ச் ஆஃப் டிஸ்டன்ஸ் நின்றுட்டு யூ ஹேவ் டு த்ரோ and the ball has to get into the ring. ஓகே, ரிங்கில் வந்துட்டு சர்க்கஸில் லைன் குதிக்கும் தெரியுமா, அந்த மாதிரி. ரிங்குக்குள்ளே பால் போகலை, ஆனால் பின்னாடி இருக்கிற கரெக்டாக கேட்ச் பிடிச்சிட்டான்னா ஹாஃப் மார்க்காவது கிடைக்கும். ரிங்குக்குள்ளே பால் போய் இந்த பர்சன் கேட்சும் பிடிச்சிட்டான் அப்படின்னம்னா ஃபுல் மார்க் கிடைக்கும். போய் பால் பிடிக்கலன்னா ஹாஃப் மார்க். இதில் ரிட்டன்ஷன், த்ரோ ஃபோக்கஸ், அப்புறம் கான்சன்ட்ரேஷன், இது எல்லாமே சேர்ந்து உங்களோட டெஸ்ட் பண்ணப்படும். சிம்பிள் டாஸ்க், yet needs a lot of concentration and human effort. டீம் டாக் பண்ணுங்கள், பண்ணிவிட்டு யார் யாருன்னு சொல்லுங்கள். இங்கே வந்துக்கிட்டு we don't have, இல்லை இங்கேயே கூட வச்சுக்கலாம். என்னப்பா தெரிச்சு வெளியில் போயிடும்.
சார் நோ சார் we can
பிடிச்சிக்கலாம், பேக்கப்பில் பிடிச்சிக்கலாம்.
சார் இப்படி பண்ணோம்னா உள்ள தானே சார் போகும் மேக்ஸிமம்.
ஆமாம், அங்கே நின்றுக்கலாம் ஒருத்தர். இல்லை லைட் வந்துக்கிட்டு இப்படி இருக்கும்போது நம்ம இப்படி வச்சோம்னா தான் கரெக்டாக இருக்கும். நின்றுக்கலாம். அங்கே ஒரு இது வச்சுருங்க, சும்மா ஒரு நோட் புக் மட்டும் வச்சுருங்க போதும். ஏதோ ஒரு நோட் புக் வச்சுருங்க. இல்லை வேண்டாம் நோட் புக் வைக்க வேண்டாம் இல்லை அங்கேருந்து அது நான் ஏற்பாடு பண்ணிக்கிறேன் என்கிட்ட அதை விட்டுருங்க. ஸோ நான் கேமராவை இப்படி வச்சுக்கிறேன், ஏன்னா லைட் எப்போவுமே உங்களுக்கு ஆப்போசிட்டில் இருந்தால் தான் வீடியோ நல்லா வரும். ஓகே ரைட். ஸோ இது என்ன நிழல் அது? ஓகே ரைட், சரி. நீங்கள் கேட்குற கேள்வி எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சிச்சு. ஸோ த ரிங் யூ ஹேவ் brought the ring?
Yes, sir.
ரைட். யூ ஹேவ் எனி கொஷின்ஸ்?
No, sir.
ஸோ ஃபிசிக்கல் டாஸ்க், ஸோ இதனுடைய அடுத்த ஃபிசிக்கல் டாஸ்க் எவ்வளோ டைம் இருக்கோ அதை வச்சு பண்ணலாம். அப்படி இல்லைன்னா வில் கண்டினியூ நெக்ஸ்ட் வீக்.
Okay.
7:30 ஆல்ரெடி? வாவ், 7:30. பியூட்டிஃபுல். சரி, 20 minutes இருக்குது. 7:55க்கு பேரண்ட்ஸ் வர சொல்லி தான் அதுக்குள்ளே இந்த டாஸ்க்கை முடிச்சிடலாம். ஓகே ரைட், கம் ஆன், கெட் ரெடி.
Okay.
மித்ரா ஃபஸ்ட்டு வீடியோ பாஸ் பண்ணு. ஹரி, நான் அந்த பேக்குக்கு பின்னாடி ஸ்டம்பர் பால் வச்சுருக்கேன், அதை மட்டும் எடு.